Alrighty, guys, what's going on? Happy Friday. This is your boy Take for another side chat. So, of course, we're going to be talking about the usual stuff. Welcome to the show, guys. So, Facebook, this time we're live. Sorry, we had a problem last night and we're working it out. So, that's how that's going on. But, of course, Temper FM, how you guys doing? YouTube, what's going on? We're back again for another show, and we have a good show tonight, as usual. And we're gonna keep it see what the chat's gonna be all about. So, basically, let me just do a quick roll call before we roll in the intro. Mr. Tripp, you there?
Oh yes, I'm here. Say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, but not good night yet. And I'm here with my drink, which is Smirnoff Ice Original.
I hear you, brother.
We get knocked out.
All right. Last time we introduced a person to the show, Anderson. Are you there, sir?
Yeah, but not for long.
Hey, you're here, and basically, like I was saying before, we added more people to the channel. So we never asked to see what he want to call himself, but we know him as Kanoshi. So, Kanoshi, are you there?
Yeah, it's Kanoshi Abominito here.
All right. So he will be a part of Project Open Mic as well too. Speaking on certain things, but you go to Project Open Mic on YouTube where you can catch a lot of the backlog and stuff. We are gonna work on to get Project Open Mic on Library and BitChute as a backup as well. Plus, when I get t3records.com back up and running, I also have the backup on the website as well too. But for now, I want to thank you guys for joining us. So what we're going to do is roll that beautiful. That's for the intro. That's what it's all about. So this is the side chat. All right, let me get everybody up on the screen for you guys. All right, there they go right there. And then also we're going to have set this up. All right. So basically, tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about, as you see, is called culture. Now, we're not going to dig deep down into it, but it's something that I do want to talk about in some regards. In some regards. So, basically, there's because of the whole woke narrative and everything, which people will call that, you have these words that they put together, and right now we have a thing called cultural appropriation. Don't like the term because it's just, I understand what the word was made back in the past, but right now it's just as usual. People used it and turned the word into a pejorative, just a horrible thing.
A selective pejorative.
Well, yes, but as when I said this to you when I talked about it, you said, I hate that word. So you already know.
That's why I hate it.
Yeah. Now, as we've said before, with when it comes to the culture thing, like I said, it's weird to me, but I've called out that point again, that culture is basically not only, people just think it's just the way your skin color and stuff like that. No, it's not. Culture is not that. Culture is literally the way that you were brought up and the way you perceive your morality and how things are. Because what's moral in certain countries is nowhere close to moral in other countries. For example, most of the guys here, we basically met because of video games. Now, the consent for and the consent they're looking for certain things in video games in America, it's 18. You know, you just don't want no problem. 16 really in some states, barely, but that. But if you go to like Japan, it's 14. If you go to other countries, it's like 10. Ugh. So that's an example of what I said by the culture. The culture doesn't mean the skin color, none of that. And of course, it's the way the way you look at the food that you eat, the music, all that's all wrapped into it. Now, because the first part I said, which is morality, people always like, oh, we could do multiculturalism. Multiculturalism has never worked. Okay, it started off maybe working for a little while, and after that, it just goes to straight chaos.
Always.
Straight chaos, because again, one culture says you should not have sex with a minor, and their minor is 16, and some say their minor is 8 and 9. Ugh, that's disgusting. Some say, hey, boys, and some cultures use it still to this day, and in the past a lot of people did this, which is not good. But back then they used to say boys are for fun, girls are for and boys are for fun, and women are for making babies. Ugh. That's also not a good thing.
Sad part is we see that dad is coming back, at least where I'm at, that mindset, that philosophy, you could call it that.
Well, don't forget in the state that you live in, Anderson, they just passed that stupid bill, 62.
Yeah, and then before that, they legalized child prostitution.
Which is weird. And for those
Wait,
Anderson,
what?
yeah, he told you that. You forgot.
Okay, yeah, I must. Or more like, it was so much of a shock to me that I've forgotten about it.
Well, this was a shock as well too. So it's just weird. But yeah, they passed that bill that we talked about with that if you're 10 years older, you're 10 years older, you should not you're not a sex offender, you're not gonna go. I'm like, that's crazy. You kind of make it illegal for a 10-year-old. So you're 24 years old and you could mess with my 14-year-old daughter. Okay, again, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. You don't want to put him in jail, but I'll tell you right, open the gate cell. I'll go in because he won't go to jail. He will be 6 feet under. Tell you that right now.
Yep. Had that same mindset.
It's just ridiculous. That is just straight up craziness. How people would let that pass. I can't let that kind of stuff pass. Not at all. So
Yeah, sadly, I've seen a lot of groups arguing that, well, men are naturally attracted to Jews, and how things are, maybe it's time to bring back wife husbandry, where essentially the husband-to-be raises his wife-to-be, in a sense, molder and all that.
Yeah, nah, I'm all right.
I think our system isn't particularly all that great, but I don't know if that's a better alternative.
Well, you were never gonna, as you guys know, because I've done multiple shows with you guys outside of this with our gaming channel and everything. There's no such thing as perfect. We know that. So it's just, you try to get the best. Because again, we're gonna talk about a culture. Because I have a culture, of course. I am Nevisian American. I'm from a small island named Nevis. Nevis has its culture, Culturama, the food, the music, stuff like that. And it's weird because again, most other Caribbean islands have different music style of music, wild out music, soca music, calypso. The whole thing is the same music, different thing. Kappa, everything has their thing. So
we got Tumba down here.
Yeah. So Trip is part of the Caribbean as well too, but he's South Caribbean, but they got different. You get a different vibes. Then I would think Anderson, you were born in America, but you are to Mexican, to a Mexican. Your parents, you have somewhat of a culture of. I mean, I'll say that like. Let me put it this way. Okay, so what would you think your culture is, Anderson?
Uh, well, that'd be kind of tricky, but I'll just say it's kind of half Guatemalan, half Guadalajaran. It's kind of what people sort of expect your typical Mexican household to be like to an extent.
Okay. All right. And Kenoshi, since you are, you are basically but you have a particular case. I'm not going to explain it here, but I mean, what would you say? Because you are a black American. What would be what you consider your culture?
My culture, basically, quiet lifestyle. Kind of a just want to be left alone, sort of.
Okay, that's been that. Okay, that's not that is not that is not what I'm. Okay, you smart ass.
That's how your culture involves certain pills.
Stop. Not this. This is not the show to do that. Jeez, do that. You could do that. You could do that on the gaming channel. No, I mean, no, culture, like I just explained, like I said, we have the music, the stuff like that. The reason I asked you that question, Kenoshi, because we're going to talk about Black American culture. Because for some reason, there's a lot of Black Americans who feel that they don't have a culture.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my little culture, the kind of music I listen to is I listen to an amalgam, as it pertains to music, I listen to an amalgamation of different stuff pertaining.
Okay, and then your moral code would be what?
My moral code is mostly based off of Christianity.
Okay. Yeah. But you catch it. Okay, you kind of catch where I'm coming from when I'm saying that, when I'm asking the question.
Yeah.
Okay, because like Anderson just said that because his family is basically, and like I said, he is, he's born in America, but his family is Mexican. But he also, the reason I would ask that question to you, Anderson, before is because you have American, I would say, culture and everything as well, to part of that. Because America is an amalgamation of everything, and it has the thing of being, you have your freedom. Now, yes, I know a certain person were like, well, you don't have that much freedom. I get it, but you have way more freedom than most countries. Okay, it just does.
Oh, if I can interject about Black Americans having their own culture. I'd say that's because, ironically enough, American culture was basically founded, or in part, by Africans, but a lot of them have been raised up to believe that's not the case and to reject it, even though a lot of stuff, namely music, the arts, came from, Africans.
Well, yeah, but again, you have that, but don't forget, you also have, because again, people. Well, I'll gladly admit, we do, like I said, a lot of Africans that came to America, they were Africans before slavery in America. But a lot of Africans came to America as slaves. Majority of it was. So I get that. So with that stating that, yes, I get it that they're unique in that regard. I get that. But then you have, I mean, don't forget the other countries. Because people like saying that, we got pulled from there to be slavery. Get it. But then you have the Germans came over. They were prosecuted for a while. The Indians, Indians came over. I'm talking about the India country. They had get the persecution for a while. Same thing happened to the Irish. Same thing happened to the Irish. Same thing happened to the Italians. Same thing happened to the Chinese. Same thing happened to the Japanese. Every one of them have their own uniqueness. Because again, China built most of the railroad tracks in America. They were slaves. They built most of the like I said, the railroad. So you got that, and then of course you have, like, again, Germany. After what happened with Germany, and you have stuff for the Italians as well too, and the Scottish and the Irish. People don't know about that. They too also, before we had an immigration system back for the 1920s with Staten Island and everything, we had other slaves that came to the country, but they for some reason that's not a part of the major history to write stuff about.
It's being kept on the down low.
Yeah,
We don't rock that thing.
Go ahead, Kenoshi.
There's also a reality that African sold slaves to Europeans and to as Muslims.
Well,
Every
yeah,
civilization used slavery at one point or another.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
it's like Bill. It's like Bill Maher said. It's not
Jesus.
yeah, it's you're not better than Jesus or Ulysses. You just weren't. If you were there, you would have done the same thing. You would have accepted the same ways.
Yep. What up, Micah? Yeah, that is the same thing. Like he said, he brought somebody back to whatever to become a slave. Jesus did in the Bible because at the time that's what the norm was.
Yeah.
And yes, do we have different types of, like I said, the worst slavery really from the African continent was the Arab slave trade, which I did do a video about that. And you guys could go when I talked about we are failing our kids, episode 1, where I talked about that. But again, it's funny, they don't teach that in these schools no more.
About that.
Huh?
Oh, no, I'm just saying that no one is talking about that, even though technically it's still happening to this day.
Yeah. And heck, we still got worse slavery still going on because of China. China has the worst slavery right now. There are more slaves on the planet now than it was back in the 1300s.
oh crap! Now we're deleted. Well.
Well, as long as we didn't talk about the vid, that's one of the trigger words. When you say that word, they be more close to pay attention. So you gotta watch that. But the reason I'm saying that is the reason I'm bringing up the culture thing of saying this is because I've seen some crazy stuff. Every time I've seen this thing with this cultural appropriation thing, I see it from two groups. Two major leading groups, really. One is white leftist women, and the other one is black leftist women. Because of course, you have that video, which I'm not gonna show here, but you have that video where that girl was in the college when the white guy had dreadlocks and said and tried to beat up the guy and say, "You take our hairstyle." You had what?
Are you insane?
Yeah. You're beating up a person because you're saying he took your culture by having dreadlocks. Ma'am,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but maybe you should have a different thinking, as in, maybe he's copying our style because he probably like it.
That could be one, but two, black Africans or black doesn't have the monopoly on lock hair.
Correct.
I'll do a video on that, but yeah, they don't have on a lock hair because go back and again, the Mongoloids, their hair were locked. They're basically Chinese people with their hair locked. Same thing with the Vikings. They're white people, but they had their hair locked. Heck, they even locked their beards. So it's not a Jamaican thing, and it's not a black thing. There's many people outside of outside of the countries around the world had locked hair.
I mean, a lot
they're
of
just braids.
No, they're not braids. No, lock hair is different braids.
A lot of various different cultural things are not just purely, come from that particular culture. For example, spaghetti, the noodles, those came
from China.
Yeah. But then Italian took it and made it something more stronger and did different. You got fettuccine, ravioli, all the other stuff. They took it and they enhanced it.
Yeah, they made it different. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
They
not
took
against
something foreign, integrated into their own culture, and made it their own variation on it.
Well, yeah, because a lot of people like empanadas. Well, you had stuff like that from which I always, which Anderson heard me say this a million times. I laugh when a lot of you see the white leftist Mexicans be like, "Oh, the white man this and this and this." I'm like, but the white man didn't enslave you. Was the Spaniards? That's why you speak Spanish.
Well, we know a certain guy would say, "Well, they're Europeans."
Okay, yeah, that's still a different culture.
Oh boy.
That's the whole point. Oh, that's what I'm saying. All this stuff.
Yeah, I never got that either. But then again, I think it has something to do with a certain type of culture in America.
Yeah. So, but like I said, empanadas and stuff came from because people wanted a way to carry meals. Did the Mexican, which I should say, which I'll go back to the ancestors. Did the Peruvians, did the Mayans, did all those guys had the market on certain things? No, they had something that they did, and that's what they call it. You go to the Caribbean, you call it empanadas. In the Caribbean, we call it patty. We take saltfish, we put inside it saltfish patty, beef patty, and then if you wanna, and then funny enough, you put coconut or fruits in it, we call it tart. So it's the same thing, but just a different name.
Where's the harm in that?
No, so that's the thing. So I mean I never seen it, as a bad thing. But is the reason I'm saying that because these same people would love to say, oh, you guys like afraid of other people's culture. We need to bring culture, whatever. But if you like the food truck that was in Seattle and the restaurants in California that did, because a white person went to Mexico, learned how to cook food in Mexico, came back and created a Mexican restaurant, and they're like, oh, you're culture appropriating.
That is the most stupidest thing I have ever heard.
I don't care who's making the food. Is it good?
And as long as you don't poison me.
Exactly.
That's the answer right there. If it's that and it's not poison me, you got me.
Granted, now we're living in a time where even food is political now.
That is true. Too much things has become political. As I said, as to let you guys know, we are gamers. So we seen how even in gaming it's gotten political, which is like we don't, just like how you guys don't like the sports thing, we don't want it in there. We just want to play a game and have fun. If the story of the game evolves around that, no problem. I have no cares. Don't give two F's about it. But the nonsense about game is not diverse and all that stuff, it always is, always had been. Nobody's stopping you from picking up a controller and playing a video game. Nobody.
Yeah, the only thing holding you back is entirely monetary, and maybe some physical capacities.
Yeah,
and then there's some workarounds around that.
And then when they hear women, like I said, my sister, she's a gamer. She has fun online with her friends because they know what this circle is. But the people like, women always get hurt by certain things, blah blah blah. I'm like, have you been around? Like, guys get called names and all kind of stuff as well too. Not exclusively just for women.
I was about to ask this myself. You're using the words "getting hurt." Do you mean physically or emotionally? And even if it's emotional,
Pause yourself, Addison. Go ahead, Trip. Sorry.
No, I was just saying that even if it's emotional, I'm like, this person might be all the way on the other side of the world. He can't hurt you.
Yeah, I know, but again, we're in an age right now where feelings is pain. Again, you could get, and I get words can hurt some people. Now, it don't hurt me because I don't give a care. I'm more harder shell than that, and that's why I said we need to teach our kids to be a little more rugged, a little more harder shell, because they're so fragile by these little words sometimes, and it's weird.
Yeah. Hey, hey, Bill, use thick skin. Sorry, Pokemon reference.
I'm just saying that regard because, like for us, like for me, the N word. Yeah, I don't use it unless like I said, I use it for what it is, but I never use the word endearment. And again, people have called me that. Have I been hurt? Not one bit. Because I'm not gonna go, oh, he called me the N word, I'm gonna fight him. It's words. You can say all kind of words to me. I don't care. You touch me, different story. The same. Words? Nah. Because we came from a generation of sticks and stones to make my bones, but words would never harm me. That's where we came from. Words will never harm me. What do you say to me? Bounces off for you. Sticks the arm rubber your glue. Like we used to have those sayings, and we used to. Not these kids nowadays.
No, they just called the SWAT team on you.
That ended up bad when people getting killed for that. But yeah, that itself is just is very bad. So, hey, what can I say about that? It is the cultural appropriation is just like I said. That word is just being like I say is a pejorative. So I said so. What you see on the screen to the right, what you see right there, is a lady who went into an Asian store, all right, and played. And I'll just play the video for you because it's what it is. You can't make this stuff up.
The Asian employees of this business. So let's check it out and see what's going on.
This establishment is not black owned, but you're stealing black culture.
This establishment is not black owned, but you're stealing black culture, which is what?
Is this not black culture? Trap Tea, the Boba Club? No.
This establishment is not what? A black.
It's not okay. So what it is this lady saying trap tea. I don't get what I'm listening. Trap is the place is basically a tea house in Japan in boba tea house. So she's saying and she's in a store and she's recording it while everybody's there. People you see on the screen are Asian and they're saying it's the trap tea, that's black culture.
Because
You're stealing trap tea. I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell is trap tea. What the hell is trap tea?
Time to Google it.
I'm just gonna see trap tea. What the heck is that? I gotta go look to see. Okay, Aurora trap tea blends cultures and stirs up. Okay, so trap tea is basically mixing culture of teas. And what's the problem with that?
I mean, isn't that diversity? Sorry.
You people are nuts. All right, let's play the rest of it. See what happens. See what it is. That's crazy. But let's play it.
No, you're thieves. Asian people stealing black culture.
Asian people stealing black culture because they have teas.
question. There's a rap group called the Wu-Tang Clan, right?
Yep.
Are any of the members of Asian descent, or at least a Blasian?
No, but they are like RZA is a official. Cause he is, he's official monk master from that. But that was before, like you said, yeah.
We ran out of actual issues. People are yes now clinging on to every little thing they could find and make a big deal out of. People just love that drama, I guess.
They do. Let me continue.
Once again, it's okay. You'll be exposed, though. You're not black owned. You're stealing black culture. You're stealing black culture. No, I came here because I thought it was black owned.
What would make you think it's black owned when you see a bunch of Asians in there? No, don't get me wrong. Let's be honest. A lot of us has gone to some Asian restaurants and the people behind the cooking don't look Asian. They look closely Asian, but they put a little MEX above them.
Hey, I've been in those restaurants right here on this island.
I've been there.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me tell you. Just by listening to language, like, wait, that's not Asian, that's Latin. But I'm not like this bimbo here that basically complain about it. But I digress. Let's move on.
I would think. Anderson, you are Mexican descent. I know you've been to Asian houses. You see some Mexicans back there cooking the food.
Yeah, I also seen some Africans eating Mexican food. Am I supposed to take my machete to them for that or what?
Oh
Good one.
man, yeah.
That's why I
Keep in mind, this woman is university educated.
came here. I told my friends I'm supporting a black business. This is not.
See, that's another thing that I don't like. Seeking attention. I talked about that with my friends off of the channel, but I will talk about it too. I don't like people who like to seek for attention, a specific type of attention too. They're the ones you got to stay away from, because she just wants. She's like, I'm coming here and recording. I thought it's a black-owned business, so I was telling my friends it was a black-owned business. I'm like, yeah, right. You just want to seek attention. That's what it was. Okay.
Not black owned. You're not. This is not black owned. Asian stealing.
You see, and again, and here's another thing. If you're looking at the video, she's talking, and the Asian woman is talking. The Asian guy's like shaking his head, like, "What the hell?" I'm not even gonna. Cause he talk at the beginning. He's like, "Thank you for coming." No, I can. Thank you for coming. Oh, yep. You know what? You ain't listening to me. So he just put his hand on the counter. He just like, whatever. There's some people you just don't give them the time of day.
Yeah.
But the Asian lady's talking back to her. This is too much. This is funny to me.
Stealing black culture. Once again, you're a coon. Don't talk.
Whoa. The black dude just talked. He didn't say nothing. He just said, wait a second. And she done called him a coon. Wow, that was quick. That was quick as hell. That was quick as hell. Holy smoke.
Okay, that's it.
Did she put some a fluffy tail on him and some ears?
I don't think so, but I was quick as hell. I didn't watch the video fully. I just watched a little bit of video and I was like, what? But to quickly just all the guy was saying, wait a minute, bam, you're cool. What?
Ladies and gents, I can't take this.
Well, drink. Just go and drink. Go ahead and
I'm
drink.
getting my vodka mix here because my brain is going radioactive here.
I don't know what I'm laughing. I don't know what you taking it serious. I'm laughing. This is craziness.
You have nothing to drink yourself to death over, man. Or lose your brain. Don't drink your brain to death over.
This is just sad because I want to laugh, but man, even my brain can't process this stupidity.
Okay. All right. Like I said, I'm laughing because like I said, she's looking for attention. So she literally, the black man just said something. You call him a coon straight off the top. Wow.
Oh. First time I'm tasting this drink. Man, this is good.
Smart ass. Okay, let me go back a little bit and just let me see it again.
Again, you're a coon. Don't talk. I'm a coon. Because I didn't know it was black owned. I already did. But I'm tired of people. Because you're a coon.
So that's the.
Okay, yeah. And it went downhill and the guy stopped the video and I would have stopped the video too right there too. It's stupid. Right off the bat, she called the man a coon just for saying, wait. He didn't say you're a B, you're anything, you ain't nothing. All he said, wait a minute. Don't talk to me, you're a coon. I'm like, wow.
So
Wow.
So just being a gentleman, I'm already a coon. Okay. That's it.
Oh Lord.
And you wonder why that phrase, no more Mr. Nice Guy, is coming around really quick.
That is hilarious right there. Jeez. Straight off the bat, you call the man that. Woo! Wow. A problem, of course. Man. Well, let me see if I can find I want to find this another thing we need to talk about because of that reason.
Oh yeah, but before you go any further, I just want to say, I'm a dark-skinned person drinking a Russian vodka mix. Does that mean that this Muslim lady is going to call out for my cultural appropriation? I'm just saying.
I'm surprised you're not drinking a Black Russian.
Okay.
I'm not made of money.
Okay. Here's another one that we gotta talk about. This is reason I say that's why I asked about the culture thing because it's something weird about when I see Black Americans like digging into like. Look, I don't get like you all have a culture. You have a good culture. The culture, a good culture. Yes, he is marred in past and hate and slavery, but again, there's no country on this planet that didn't have slavery. Japan has slavery, China has slavery, still have it to this day. India have slavery, still have it to this day. Middle Eastern have slavery, still have it to this day. Africa have slavery, still happening to this day. Okay, it's still happening to this day. So let's not think. Trust me. And some of you kids who think that, some of you Black kids who thinking, oh, if I was back in that time, presentism is a son of a gun. Don't think that you will be that. Okay? You think take your present time and go back to those days. Hell, take those present time and go back to those days in Africa. You will be slapped
you're
down.
not gonna like it. You are not going to like it.
Heck, take your black butt to China right now if you can get in there. We always see
that you might probably get in there, but you're not going to get out in one piece.
Oh, well, you'll be a slave. Again, it's funny how that works out. And they had a big. I wonder if I can find that. Let me see if I find it because I want to bring it on the screen. But let me find this. I want to talk about Adele because that's crazy. But let me see if I can find this and see if I can bring it up. The bus they had because it basically rolls in with the thing with Adele. Let me see. Let me see it. Oops, spelled the wrong way. I didn't say. Oh, what the heck? All right. Okay, there you go. Again, I don't even like these people. This news organization, I really don't. But unlike other people, here's the thing: I've said it before. I don't put myself in a bubble. I go to all sources to figure out what the heck's going on. But I'm gonna use a source that I don't even like, but still, facts are facts. So I did find it. I did find it. So I'll use that. So let's go back to Adele. So we have Adele, oh boy, who was seen like this. It's Carnival in Nottingham, and I've been to that carnival. I've performed in that carnival, and I have no problem with that. So Adele, first of all, Adele, I'm gonna do a specific video because of you, but congratulations for looking healthy and looking good. Okay, love your music, and I'm happy that you lost weight and to become healthy. Amen for that. Now, those other chicks who say you're fat shaming them, which you didn't do nothing but just losing weight, I don't get that. That's the other part of the SJWs I don't understand.
That I still can't wrap my mind around that.
She ain't bothering you. She lost weight for herself, but you say she's fat shaming fat people. How? How that logic work?
I'm like, yeah. So now, you don't even have to speak the words. When did we come to this?
I don't know, but you guys know. I don't know. But sorry, you said something, Kenoshi?
Oh no, sorry about that.
So they said that, but Adele is doing what she normally does. So right now she's in Nottingham enjoying Carnival. which is a Caribbean, and everything come together. And again, I performed there, had fun there with Destro, Michael Montana, and everything. It's a blast. I wish I could. I mean, I know it wasn't as big as he normally is, but shout outs. But she's there. She has her the what do they call it again? The Butu hairstyle. Let me see here.
Ubuntu.
Yeah, because like the Butu tribe in thing. Let me see if we get a better story than what.
Oh, right. No wonder that word sounds familiar.
Let's use USA Today and see if they do. I don't want no video. Shut up. I'm trying to get the damn just the story itself.
The appreciation.
Let's go with Telegraph. That'll be better. The Telegraph should be. Nope, the Telegraph blocked the same way too. Okay, well, I'll just use the picture because I read the article, but it's just for some reason now I'm doing it now. They don't want it. You got to do the whole, log in and subscribe and all that stuff. Now I'm doing that. So anyway, but it was, yeah. So it is. So she's like that. So okay, all right, but she's wearing, her top, her bikini top is Jamaican flag.
Jamaican flag, yep. Oh yes, we do have that hairstyle down here too.
Yeah. I think it's like I said, if I pronounced it wrong, I apologize. The Butu, the Bumtu is what it's called. And the tribe is a tribe in Africa. And even the people, if you go to the thing, they were like, yeah, we don't care. It's cool that she's wearing it. But most of the people who made an outrage were basically a little, and I do mean a little, people from UK, but a lot of people from America, which I don't get that. I don't understand that.
Okay, I have to ask this, and it's even crazy that I'm even asking this, but isn't Adele's nationality oh crap, I forgot.
I don't know. Let's see. I don't really care, but let's just see.
I'm like, just for the sake of the purpose of what these people are complaining about.
It makes no difference if she's not a mix of something.
Which she shouldn't. But they brought it up.
And a Welsh father. Yeah, she's UK. She's straight UK. Okay. She's straight UK. So yeah.
So I'm like, what is the problem? That she's actually probably into Jamaican culture.
I don't think she's into. I think she's just enjoying Carnival because she knows Carnival. I don't even think that like that. I think she's like, wow, I always like doing this. I've seen it all the years because this happened every year. So hey, I'm partying with the people.
I'm like, you know what? I just want to say this, that even down here, we celebrate Carnival as well, and I think for the past half a decade, we've seen more participants that are Caucasian than dark skin.
Okay.
You do not see any hashtag cultural appropriation spreading down here.
I got you. Like I said before.
Oh, you will.
I don't think so. The reason I said that, I mean, people know, like, if in my country when Carnival comes, we see white people in St. Thomas or in Nevis, and they're having fun. We know that they're white. We know they came out to have fun. That's mostly what it is. The problem I see is like, again, people who make the complaints and everything are from mostly America, Black Americans, which is weird. Just like you saw that video where we just did a video right there showing this Black woman saying, you stealing stuff, and you stealing Asian people stealing black tea, which is weird.
Yeah, that's weird. That makes no sense.
It makes no sense in that regard. So
I mean, if a white guy is wearing a black t-shirt, is that considered racist now?
That's a good one.
Out of their mind.
That's a good one. He said if a white man's wearing a black t-shirt.
Yeah,
Well,
so if you're white and you're wearing a black T-shirt, you're culturally appropriating.
I
oh
mean,
man,
if you
I
see
need
the picture, she's around a lot of black people. You think they said anything? No, they're dancing
no,
and joining around too.
I need another sip.
So it's just crazy. And they talk about, oh, you're stealing our hairstyle. We just talked about the locks. Here's the funny thing. And
Okay,
I,
wait.
wait. What?
Let me. She is stealing our hairstyle. Wait, you mean to tell me just because she got that hairstyle now, you people can't do the hairstyle anymore?
No, of course. You taking a little more serious than you need to be. But
Yeah, but yeah, it's just that think about the
like I
words
said,
that you're
the
using.
people. No, like I said, the people who do the culture, the people where this hairstyle come from, they don't care.
Yeah, I know. It's just the ones that are using those words now. It's basically it's word appropriation. I'm going here, but I digress.
Well, that's what this article is. When does culture appreciation turn into appropriation? That's the name of the daggone article. It's just stupid.
Oh yes, I read it.
It's
Like,
stupid. But like I said, she wants to do a hairstyle like that. That's cool. You know what? Here's the thing, though. A lot of people, a lot of black women ain't gonna like me what I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna say it anyway.
well, hers
At least that's her. At least that's her real hair.
Oh.
And on top of that, it looks nicer on her head.
Okay, Trip, take it to another level. But my point is, it's her real hair. All right. There are a lot of people out there who will get. There are a lot of. Sorry to say this. There are a lot of Black American women I see that will put fake hair just to even do this hairstyle. It was just kind of weird. Oh, this is all culture, but you can't use your own hair to do your own cultural hair, as you say.
Putting somebody else's or some animal's hair on top of your natural hair, and then you go after people who are wearing their natural hair in a certain style. Makes sense.
Well, yeah.
Amazing.
Well, it goes to It goes to this next story right here. Close. Like I said, I'm not a fan of CNN, but I'll use what I got. I'll use the thing. CNN, 13 tons shipment of human hair, likely from Chinese prisoners seized.
Why aren't liberals talking about China more? And they're
I don't know. I don't know.
Unless you mention the railroads, you won't hear about it.
So let me get this straight. These people who are basically sound that they're more oppressed by Adela using her own hair
into their style.
Yes.
But they will use fake hair to get into their own style.
Not even fake hair that was cut from another human being. And
sometimes it's fake. Sometimes it's fake. Sometimes it's fake. Sometimes it's real hair. Which I would not be doing. I'm not putting another person's hair in my head.
But I'm going to the part that let's keep it entirely human right now. So, you're mad at her, but not mad at China, and I don't mean China. I just mean CCP or anyone that's working for CCP that's doing all of this to an actual human being.
And I think the key about it, this is on CNN, CNN. This is like I said on CNN, which how their news is so weird, and their writing news is so different. Always kills me. You know, your Don Lemon, your Chris Cuomo, your Wolf Blitzer. It's like they're cuckoo pups. It's out there. Because here they go. And this is crazy. This is hair. Okay, hair. 13 tons shipment of beauty products such as weave. I just can't help but read that and just laugh. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Okay. Wait. Let me read it. 13 ton shipment of beauty products such as weave suspected of being made out of human hair was seized Wednesday by the U.S. Customs Border Control, blah blah blah, in New York and Newark. According to the custom border protection, the shipment originated in Zhejiang, China, signaling potential human rights abuse, of course, of the forced labor and imprisonment. The product is worth over 800 million. 800 million? 800. What is it? It had to be 800 million. Yeah, 800 million, because that's the dot would be there. 800 million, which is a lot of money because, again, that's what I say. We spend so much money on nonsense as a black culture in America. I am not going to deny that. That's crazy. We spent $10 billion on hair. Fake hair. Fake
Gotta live
hair,
that
other people's
bougie
hair.
lifestyle.
Again, it's like I was in a car dealership. I was in a car dealership. Trip knows this. I was in a car dealership because my sister car needed to get fixed and whatever. And I saw this little girl. This woman had 2 kids, and I know a lot of people ain't gonna like me saying this too, but I don't get it either. They have 2 little kids. They're very small. They're like 2 years old, and they're walking, and they have Jordans on. Why?
Why? They're gonna grow out of them in like 2
So
months.
quickly. Yeah. Why would I spend the money on Jordans like that? That is, I don't get that. I know you want to say, oh, well, I know why. It's hard for black female or hard for black person, black family. When you're wasting money, yeah.
Yeah, when they're wasting money on things that they don't really want or need.
Seriously. Let me see.
I just find it funny how much for weave and yet not that much for shampoo or hair care products.
I mean, the thing that killed me, I've said it before, the same amount of money that you would spend for
Gotta keep up with the Jones.
the same amount of money you spend for doing that. It makes no sense because, like I said it before, I was like, wait a minute, you spend $400 or $500 for your bundles and everything to go in a chair there for 4 hours. Somebody could work hard to put a hairstyle in with hair that's not yours, okay? But then you wouldn't take that same money to buy, just like you said, the shampoo, the grease, or the natural coconut oil and everything, and do the exact same thing. Yes, he takes about the same time, but it's natural, and you won't get alopecia or lose your hair or your hairline.
Probably less money.
Yeah, couldn't they just get their hair pressed and
Yeah.
and
$60.
dye it
Like
if they wanted to?
let me see, $60. Well, that's foot action for baby Jordans. Are you out your mind? I am not paying that for no child.
God dang.
But
What
the
the hell
status, man, the status.
I mean, that child probably doesn't even know who Michael Jordan is.
Basically,
That's my behind.
Yeah, believe it or not, folks, there are kids that have no idea who Michael Jordan is.
yeah.
Oh no!
Completely irrelevant.
Oh no! It's not for the kids.
It's for the
parents.
it's the parents. Yeah,
The show.
yeah. That's what it is. Keeping up with the Joneses. Anderson is correct, and that's what it is. You're right, Kanoshi, but also Trip is correct too. That's the situation.
Face it, guys, you're getting old. It's inevitable.
Who are you talking to?
No, I'm just talking,
He just saying it out like that. Let's see. The Zhejiang
Right.
is a autonomous rural region of northwest China, home to roughly 11 million, basically Uyghurs. So, in other words, you have that a predominantly Muslim ethnic minority with a distinct culture and language until recently, where many more of them have become in Han Chinese ethnic majority makes up the rest of the country, and they are slaves. Okay.
I want to go back to that that Muslim queen at the cafe shop. You're angry at the cafe for not being owned by a dark-skinned person, but you got this going on in China.
And I also want to bet she used weave.
I would not be surprised with
Ah.
and hypocrisy, but I digress.
The U.S. Department estimated that 1 million Uyghurs have been detained in massive network of internment camps in Zhejiang, where They are reportedly subject to torture, cruel, inhumane treatment such as physical, sexual abuse, forced labor, and death. Oh, uh, CNN, you write this, but then I swear that the Don Lemon and them, they don't know about this. What is it? Is a big disconnect between the television people and the regular people?
Who writes these articles on their websites? I guess.
I swear.
Yeah, I guess televised then. Yeah, and the website. I guess they have their own divisions. But it's so divided.
Must be, but again, 13 tons. That's a lot, and it's worth 800 million. Jeez, and that's one shipment they caught. How about the many other more they didn't catch?
Excuse me, Miss Ilan Omar. Why should you should be talking about this? It's your own people. But I
Not
digress.
really. I wouldn't call it whatever because she's just what she is. So I wouldn't even say that. But that is just weird. That is just weird. I mean, I'm sorry. Again, I know people ain't gonna like what I said, but for me, this is why. Sadly, when I've said I've dated women, I always had a women that had their natural hair. I don't want that. Again, I'm cool if you put in, that to braid your hair in and everything. That's cool. But majority of the time, I just want it to be natural. That's all I ask for. That's all it is. Because if I have a daughter, I want a daughter to look up to see her mom's hair look like what her mom's hair looks like. I've seen a lot of young girls who get a lot of what do you call it, low esteem because of this. That's why they show out. That's why they want to get the fake boobs, because they think showing out is building esteem. No, you're hollowing yourself more.
Yeah, a lot of these women, a lot of these black women, they're ashamed of their hair. They call it nappy and gross. And they're really rough with their kids' hair. And when they do their kids' hair, they're really rough with it. That's why they want to be with a white man so bad, so they can have a kid with good hair. Really weird culture.
Well, at work, every black woman has weave except for one who's always trying different styles with her natural hair. The kicker is she's also morbidly obese, but she doesn't care.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she always tries hairdos that can only be done with black hair and maybe a curling iron.
Well, the thing is, again, go ahead.
So let me get this straight. You tell people, or you tell men to respect your physical self, but then you are making your physical self being more materialized. Yeah.
True, but like I said again, I'm my point is, because I know the whole thing with the good hair, because it literally when I went out, it's like when I went out to St. Thomas when we had the hurricanes and we was in the grocery store, and then out of nowhere the cashier asked my sister, "Oh, she got that good hair." I'm like, "What?" It's like, okay, why would you ask that? It's just like, just she got that good hair. She takes care of her hair.
I think she meant this person misconstrued good hair with good genes, but that's
no. She knows that. I know what she meant. I know what she meant.
I know that.
Yeah. So that's not what that's what it is. It's just that it's like, why would I even say that to her? Like, I would have ever said, "Hey, Kanoshi, you got that good hair." Like, Kanoshi, you got that good. Like, I would not say that. I just would, as a guy, I don't see that.
You know what? It kind of sounds like. It's like you're with a drug dealer and he says, "Oh man, you got that good." That's how it sounds like, and it's.
If you say so.
It's very derogatory, but I digress.
If you say so. That's just not my thing. And again, as my cousins and them have said, it's my money. I could do what I want to do with it. That's true. That is true. I am not saying it. I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but just like Kanoshi just said this a while ago, when you spending money on shoes for baby, like, don't come tell me, "Oh man, it's hard to struggle and everything." When I see where your money's going to, I'm like, Are you
Yeah.
asking me for help or asking me to tell you something? There's
Yeah,
a
it's
reason.
like if one of us was spending a bunch of money on video games and complaining about I can't afford food.
I
I can't
know.
afford any
Again,
food.
don't forget it. Guys have same problems with, like Kanoshi just said. Video games, you buying hell, guys buy shoes too. You buying sneakers that's worth $800-900. You can't Yeezys and Jordan. Are you out your mind?
That is stupid.
But you still in the hood. You in the hood and all, or you in low housing costs and everything. You know what?
So
Again,
let's-
I was poor, and you know what I did? Save my money. That's how I got my house and my cars.
So let me get this straight. You went out there and buy those Jordans, and you're still in a urban area. What you basically said to everyone in the area that, hey, I got these shoes. I'm a target. Now you guys can target me to steal it from me.
Well, kind of like that, because remember that video I showed with those 15 boys jumped that girl and they took her shoes too, which was messed up.
Yep, it is messed up.
So, and again, so it's not a female. Like I said, I could put men up behind this as well too. Like I said, if I show you guys my collection of video games, you'll be like, oh my goodness, it's worth a lot of money. But here's the thing, and all of us here, like I said, all of us here as gamers in a way, we make sure we buy our games within reason.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
And again,
exactly.
and the same thing too is in reason, yes. But also, games have a set price, because none of us here are the ones who go and buy the game for like $70 and then pay $150 for all the microtransactions and all that crap. Because no,
Oh,
we don't do
no.
that. That's just
Yeah, we also don't just go buy whatever is popular because everybody else is doing it just for attention.
yeah.
I
We are.
noticed a new trend in not just gaming, but everything. It's grifting. And the joke I have is what word do you get when you combine the word greed and grifting? Grifting. Because it's a greedy it's drifting from greedy venture to greedy venture. And that's what a lot of people are doing these days, both in politics and video games.
Exactly. No, you are correct, sir. You're correct on that. So I get that's what I'm stating all of that. So again, I'm just giving you that setup. Like I said, I've seen guys spend money on stuff. Okay, I'll give a better example. It's something that came up. Like I said, I don't defend nobody unless I know the person per se or see something that is defendable. So if I see guys do dumb stuff, I would gladly call black guy, white guy, and I don't care. I don't
Call it out.
I call it out what it is. I call women out on this stuff. They're like, oh, you guys, whatever. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I'm an equal opportunity offender. That's how I work. Hey, so don't whatever. Because trust me, ladies, I don't like guys. Some of these women don't like it, the thoughts and everything. But I'm like, what the heck? I don't see the reason for a strip club. I don't see a reason to pay for it. I think look, here's the thing. I think sex workers, whatever, should be you want to do that and sell your body, that's all cool. I think it should be legal. I just say this though. Tax it, and I don't want to and after that, I don't want to hear your nonsense.
Yeah,
I don't care what you do with your body if you want to do with it, whatever. But I would call out the Johns and the men and them like, what the hell would I pay a woman for sex? Ain't no way. I kind of do, but when I'm dating women because of that. But that's at least that I get that situation. But people, a lot of the men were like, oh, well, a lot of the men were like, a lot of men were like, oh, well, I want to just, let's get rid of this. Let me just pay you. Okay, you know what?
I don't care what you do with your body, but don't come complaining to me about the consequences. Don't come complaining to me about how people see you and how it's unfair that people view you in a certain way. I'm sorry, but people are going to view you in a certain way if you
everybody
yourself around.
Yeah, everybody judge, and everybody judges people, including even though a lot of people say only God could judge me. That's a nonsense. I hate that saying. It's stupid.
I love when people say that. Look, it's Jeremiah chapter 12. If you can't, you tire so easily that you tire so easily when you're running with men. What makes you think you can run with horses? Basically, meaning if you think a man judging you is so difficult to deal with, what makes you think that you can go before the Almighty and deal with his judgment. Like that's it.
But yeah, but then they be straight this thing that only God could judge them. Funny enough, these are mostly Christian women who say that when they do, and they only say that when they do bad things, really bad things.
Yeah.
This is funny as hell. I saw a post on Facebook saying all this stuff about, you should have sex before marriage, sin, sin, sin. White people want to, and the person says people want to call out the sins of other people, but don't look at their own sin. I'm like, yeah, I know ma'am, I know you. You have a lot of those sins too, so you should not be throwing no stone at your glass house, okay? You're not profound with what you're saying.
I mean, dang, there's even a verse about that in that very great book.
So
No,
anyway.
never read it. last time they looked at a Bible, they were eating cheese and crackers in Sunday school.
Well,
or they accidentally left the drawer in the motel room open.
Well,
that too.
Let's look at the chat and go through that and call it a night. So, all right, as usual, you guys can go to templefm.uk and link up there. So we have all this stuff, and right now we have not bad 1,400 people right now on Temple FM. Thank you again, guys. I would love if you guys would love to help help what you've seen right here, and of course, Project Over My. Please, can you just go to YouTube and just subscribe? That's all I ask. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking. Just subscribe, comment, send, so we can get this as a podcast and get this out to more people. I know it's a stubborn habit that we love what we love. I get it, and we love to get that way. But just do that, guys. If you do that as a favor for me, all right. So let's go to the chat right here. Let me see.
Before you do, can I just chime in with some financial advice? To women who do want to do the whole filling your body thing, don't do it in my neck of the woods, LA. You just can't compete with the trannies.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wow.
That's a unique one.
That got dark. That got really dark.
I know, right? Okay. Anthony Macron in UK. She only went there because she thought it was black owned? ? Isn't that blatantly racist? Yes.
Yes.
That is. You are correct. Alan Mark, if she's so proud to be Ethiopian, she should have go live there. Okay, that's kind of wrong. I wouldn't say that from UK. Don't do that. Bill, Bill Sterone from. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm not saying that she should have stayed there, but I understand.
Okay, smart ass. Bill Sterone from Germany. This is why Muslim men don't allow it. Okay, this is getting a little dark, guys. Let's not do that. Come on. Jeez.
I was waiting for something like that.
Star Alva from UK. She wanted to support black culture while calling a black guy a coon in the same breath. That is true.
Ironic, isn't that?
That is so true. And Sabor Barak. Oh, this is funny because this is Egypt. Sabor Barak. This woman says she's from she's an Ethiopian woman. Her English is strongly American accent. Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is.
It is.
It is. It does not sound like Ella Omar or anybody. It sounds like it sounds like Shaquanda from the block. It does not sound like that.
Speaking of fake black women.
Oh yeah, we know. I know.
You know about the white woman who dyed her skin black and
Yep.
What? Why would you do that to yourself?
Because she's looking for attention.
Oh,
just like Rachel Dolezal, just like Sean King. The difference between and here's the thing: those two women, they do it for profit and look for attention. It's sad, but okay. Sean King, his ass calls for violence and get people killed. That's the only difference I don't like. And it's funny. He's trying to say his book, trying to Is it me sad? Oh, white man always take away. Look at we talk about cultural appropriation. White man always taking things from black people. Sean King, a white man pretending to be black, using Chadwick for the Black Panther who passed away, Boswick, to sell his book. Wow,
Pretty gross.
how that work out? You tell me if that ain't now that I would say is cultural appropriation in the most effed up ways.
That's like gross, creepy, and effed up.
Yep. Yes, it is. Jeez, you people are crazy. You people are nuts, nuts bag McGee.
When they say we have no morality, I think you should look yourself in the mirror, mate, and ask yourself that very same question.
Yep. James Mayfield from Germany, a virtuous singular Muslim Karen. I get where you're coming from. I doubt in the same way. Again, I apologize to my friend, for the people watching Contemporary Film where I can't pronounce some of your names because it just, the Koi Dulamase from Egypt. She's not actually European. She's 100% American. She's just pretending to be from Ethiopia. Some guys on Twitter actually looked her up and showed her information. Okay, I am not for doxing nobody. I'm against that. Let anybody know. Don't dox. Do not threat. We talk about stuff. Don't never threaten nobody. We are against that here on Project Open Mic. 100%.
Yes, please. Okay? Let's keep it civil.
We always keep it civil. We can crack jokes. We can say whatever, but we don't dox people. We don't threaten people. We don't go give death threats or nothing. Okay?
Thank you.
Not needed. All right. Kebal from Portugal. How is this black culture? When did tea became black culture? What is wrong with these people?
I know, right?
Good grief.
I mean, I remember that I used to not used to, that still is, but yeah, the first time I actually mixed tea with milk, like I was like, oh, that's an innovation. It tastes great. Come to find out, a decade later, looked on the internet and found out that this practice comes from East Asian. Like, oh, okay, but I didn't become a Karen.
Well, I mean, it's just like me. I do the same thing too. I drink the tea and stuff, and I don't even I mix milk with it too, and I don't even really, I didn't think about that. Whatever, just something that my family did, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And then I was like, all right.
You know what? Ironic. But for my family, they thought that I was going crazy.
Okay.
Because they never thought of something like that. But I was the boy in my family that loved to experiment. Some went good, and others not so much.
Got you.
Okay.
Moose Pital from Poland. She calls him a coon, and she's not the racist whatsoever. I know, right? We have Tink Chan from Germany. I'm black, but I'm tired of other blacks not. Okay, well, so I'm just saying what she said. I'm black. I'm tired of other blacks, not the conservative kind. Just done. Okay, she has that in brackets. So okay.
Yep.
Grandy Govlakin from Germany. It annoys me that we call it racist this time, but they have been doing it to white people for years now, and not to mention years for now, and they never mention racism. Yeah, that's true.
Can't say better enough.
Because I could tell you a quick story right here. Like for me, like where I'm at, there's an Asian store. I go to the Asian store. Now in the Caribbean, we do a tea called, we have so many tea. Basically, people call it bush tea, where you use soap, honeysuckle, honeydew, like all different plants. And make, so one of them is lemongrass. I use it mostly for my throat and also to keep colds down. That's what my grandma taught me is. I researched into it. It does do that kind of situation. And soap, you know, if you want it, soap is a thing like a natural like melatonin in a way to keep you can sleep and everything, help you, whatever. And of course green tea gives you, is an antioxidant and all this stuff, like all kind of stuff like that. Okay, so I went to the store and I went to the store. I remember going there and I've been there a couple of times, and the Asian lady keep on asking me, she's like, she's like, you buy a lot of I'm not gonna be a jerk and do her accent, but yeah, you buy a lot of you buy a lot of lemongrass, you must be you must eat a lot of soup. I said no, because in their culture they use lemongrass for soup, majority. So I said no, I use it for tea. She's like, tea? It's like, yeah, I use it tea, and I told her what I just told her. She's like, oh, I gotta try that. I never tried that out. I said, all right, well, that's what it is. So finding out, every time I go to the store, she called me. She's like, hey, it's Mr. T Man. I'm like, that's what she called me. I like her. She's cool. Like she and her husband owns the store, and her husband he's pretty cool dude too. But that's what she called me. She called me T Man.
Hey.
Funny enough, it is kind of accurate, because it is my first name. It starts with a T, so again, and then TT Records, and then all the T, so it's T Man. But anyway, yeah,
it fits.
But I used the T in a different thing, and she didn't like. Oh, she's like, wow, I never thought about it. I might try it. She said, oh, it tastes different, but you know what? It does. I see where you're coming from. That's it.
Exactly.
So one culture use it for something else, another culture use it for something else, and we didn't argue, made a fuss about it, nothing. We cracked jokes about it, and we became cool people. I ain't gonna say we're friends, but we in the store, we do talk, but talk about culture, like what I do in my country, what she do in her country. Old lady and we cool.
What's the big deal?
It's like it's like we lost something that is so simple back in the day.
Playing the schools.
Edgy Peg from UK. Buckle up, everybody. The future is gonna be a rough ride.
Yeah, by future you mean the next few months? So yeah.
Damn.
Right in 2020.
Well, yeah, I think November gonna be peak 2020, boy. Holy smoke.
Oh heck yes.
Yeah. Dan Smith from UK. So she doesn't want to give them her business because of the color of the owner's skin. Sounds almost, and of course we know what it is. Racist.
Bingo.
Yeah, but you know what they say. Black people can't be racist.
I was just gonna say that, which is so stupid. Anybody could be racist. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Anybody could be racist. Chicken Danaser from Germany. I remember the good old days when this kind of hysteria was crude. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry, I read it wrong. I remember in the good old days when this kind of hysteria was cured with an open hand. No, I don't go violence for ladies either. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not doing either.
Now,
but as against anybody's wrong.
Yeah. Now this person only said open hand. Now, does that include backhands?
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
It's just in jest. Not telling you to do that.
Ricky Lee from UK. Cultural appropriation is the most stupid thing I ever heard after gender fluidity. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh God, both terms will make my head hurt.
Duncan Manaz from Germany. She is guilty of appropriating culture, Karen.
Wow. That's a good
Michelle
one.
Chris from France. Listen to the racism coming out of her mouth, even against a black man. What is the behavior accomplishing? How foolish is she? Again, yeah.
Attention.
Again, yeah. Dem Sinaya from Germany. She should not be allowed in the U.S. because U.S. Okay, I'm trying to see. She should not be allowed in the U.S. because people like her will never understand the principle of equality for all. Okay, I get what you're saying. Just sorry that they got the U, then you have big space, then you have S, and then I was like, what? Okay, how to go do it? Okay, Gerald Wiggle from UK. Everything offends these people. I wonder just how long would it be until they blame the air for being racist for not helping, for not helping racists' ability to breed and live their lives. That is true.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that day.
It's so crazy. Electon Sepp from Germany. They want society to be a multicultural, but when it comes, we just talked about it. But when we share things with other cultures, it's appropriation. There's no winning it with these loons. That's exactly why we said that. It just don't make sense. You say we need to be multiculturalism, and then if a culture comes, then you say, "Oh, it's a bad thing."
It's called appropriation.
Make up your mind.
Yep.
You're 100% correct, and that's what we said at the beginning of the video. That's what we said at the beginning. Paul Adine from Spain. It's all fun and games until the Asian has enough of this. Asians are the minority. Asians are the minority of the minority, but we do not complain. We get education, we get work done, we work hard, and we don't mess with us. Okay.
I'm like, hey, as soon as you see Asians being on the roof with shotguns, you know.
Yeah, Korean thing. Yeah.
Yes.
But the thing about it that is crazy. What I state in this right here is that just like right now, what's going on right now, sad but true. What's going on with the culture, the race war, the race things that's going on in America with people. All these again is white people saying Black Lives Matter causing a lot more damage. Okay, they're using Black Lives Matter as a setup, and they took over. They hijacked it again. You know what? I should play that. I'll play that clip. I'll play that clip. I mean, you guys ain't gonna hear it, but they're gonna hear it. I'll tell you what the clip is. You guys, give me a second. But Trip know the clip I want to play.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Chemical agents were sprayed from both sides, including pepper spray, CS gas, and bear spray. A black bishop from Milwaukee, Oregon, was caught in the face and took bear spray to the face when he was trying to counsel the groups and bring them together to discuss their differences. And a black speaker, a black woman who wanted to speak in favor of the police, was splashed with a huge amount of human urine by a white man. Black woman drowned in urine by a white guy screaming Black Lives Matter. There you have it.
Okay, so what a clip I just played, and because the guys can't hear it, I'm trying. I can say it's a one-man show. I'm gonna try to get everything the way it's supposed to be, of course. But what you guys didn't hear was the clip was basically talking about what's happening up in Kenosha, in Minnesota. This black bishop was going out there trying to say, "Hey, you should come together, Black Lives Matter, but we should not destroy our own cities or whatever." He got bear maced, and then you had a white woman. Sorry, you had a black woman who was saying, "No, you guys don't represent us, but we want peace. But we do want the cops in our we do want the cops." She got doused with urine by a white man, and which is funny because at the end of the clip it says. A black woman got doused with urine from a white guy who said Black Lives Matter.
I think your action doesn't actually goes with the movement, but I digress.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot. And just for people who didn't know about this, I'm talking about. Trip knows about this. I said in the last night's show. The guy who was on his porch, who was the husband of one of the district attorney in LA, when those people came on his porch and he had a gun and he said, "Get off my porch." He basically got, he went to jail. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you this right now: two things are gonna happen because his wife is like, "Oh, my husband didn't mean that, whatever." After seeing, remember, this is going on right now. Ted Wheeler is moving out of his apartment. He's the mayor for Seattle. He's moving out of his apartment because they're literally burning down the apartment. Yep. So the black guy was like, "Get off my porch." "Oh, you're gonna shoot me?" "No, get off my porch because you ain't supposed to be here." Of course, he's been arrested and saying that he was, for the guns and stuff. And his wife, and I'll tell you, two things happen right now. His wife is Democrat and she's for the Democratic whatever. Two things happen now. He's gonna divorce his wife because I would. Wait. Why are you on my porch at 3:00 in the morning? There's no reason for them to be on my porch 3:00 in the morning. None. I don't trust you. I don't know you. I don't know what weapons you're gonna throw. Again, let's go to Mary Lightfoot in Chicago. She literally have police guards around her block so that people don't go to bed with her house. Funny how that works, huh?
Look, wait. What about everyone else?
Peaceful protest, right? No, she said peaceful protest.
Yeah. Look,
peaceful protest.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Peaceful protest, they say. Okay, peaceful protest. That's what you say. But that's what I'm saying. So he's been right now. He's gonna go. He's out of that, or he's gonna be he's like, I ain't being no damn Democrat no more because I try to protect my family and I'm going to jail for that, which is crazy. Again, Black Lives Matter. That should be something right there, ain't it?
Exactly.
You think it would? You're naive.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
Yeah. Is that?
Oh, but wait a minute. Just like Don Lemon said, some Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. No, we know how that works out. But then again, and then like I said, it's how the rules go. And just to finish up, let's quickly talk about what again, you remember Nancy Pelosi. This, if you got most of you guys from thing when she literally went tell everybody, don't get your hair done, don't do this, don't do that, but she went in there and got her hair did,
and rules. without a mask.
Rules for thee, not for me. That's how that works.
She's like, I was set up.
That was funny as hell. I was set up.
What's sad is I know a lot of people who actually believe that.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yes, I've seen it.
I've seen it too, which is stupid. That's why I said it's a bubble. When they blocked me on Facebook, I was like, why? You guys don't go to different thoughts. Again, I'm not a fan of CNN, but I use CNN as a source, as you just saw. I will go to different things because I want to have as best as open around what I'm looking at. I'm just saying. So she did that. She said, she's like, I was set up. I take responsibility, but I was set up. What nonsense is that, crazy lady?
Yes, except no.
I know, right?
You take responsibility, but demand an apology.
I know.
How does that work? Did I miss something?
I missed something.
Because it sure sounds like it.
Yeah, I missed something. How the heck you could be it basically shows that she don't care, because again, if you guys go back to Project Oprah Mike's show last night, I showed about what Nancy Pelosi said and read her statement and everything. I'm not gonna go through that again, but again, remember, she is for the regular people like me and you. She don't know in her own district the rules, that she's a lawmaker. She don't even know her own rules in her own district. But wait, no, let me finish. She don't know her own. She don't know the rules on that. Her nephew is Gavin Newsom, who is the governor of California. She don't know the rules of what she did, but she was set up. And in that video last night, I showed again how out of touch can you be. She has a literal ice cream collection. Ice cream. I showed you a video. She's showing off her ice cream collection in 2 refrigerators that cost $24,000 a piece.
Ice cream collection. A freaking ice cream collection.
Thank you. I
All
can get,
things.
look, like I said, I got a game collection. I'm not gonna deny that. I got a music collection. I can go back and play that anytime. Unless they get broken, that is at least something. But something that's a perishable food like that, ice cream. Wow.
And to actually boast about something like that.
I know.
But hold on. Wasn't she the same person that she got interviewed? I think it was on either on Fox or CNN that she said.
Or CNN. It won't Fox.
Okay, so it's CNN.
Come on. It's Nancy Pelosi. Come on.
I'm just saying, but yeah, wasn't she the one that says that anyone that's not wearing a mask is a bad person? So by that definition, by her own admission from the horse's mouth, well, on that security cam, she has no mask, so she's a bad person.
All I'm saying is this.
You can't make this up.
No, all I'm saying is this is it kill me. Is like I said, this is another thing that's not only not supposed, but like I said, rich people, there's certain type of rich people that does this. You are the Speaker of the House. You are you're the third person in line to be the president. God forbid. Thank God forbid. But you are that. You are worth over $100 million. You couldn't tell a hairdresser to come to your house?
Thank you.
Seriously? Hell, if you'd like to get your hair blowed out and all that's nonsense, you should have your own. Look, I got a friend right now. She's well off, and she turned her what do you call it? She turned her laundry room into a salon. Not to do hair, to do her own hair.
I can't believe I have to give de Blasio.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, I can't believe I have to give de Blasio's wife more credit than Pelosi.
To a degree, because she ain't no that anyway.
Yeah,
$2 million a year. $2 million a year. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, technically the wife is no better, but come on, Pelosi, you're really making me think that I'm living in a twilight zone.
Okay, I'll say this right here, and I'm not. That's why I don't show the chats on the screen. I'm not gonna show this because this is not stuff we should be talking about. Some of these stuff are violence, and again, I do not promote violence in that regard, unless a person really deserves. But this is not deserving it, because some people are saying some stuff here in the chat. That's wow. Oh no, I cannot do that. But again, that's the hypocrisy. Huh?
Harsh.
Oh, this is harsh.
Is
Is it something I would say?
Yes, you would say it. No ifs, ands about it. You would say it. Yes, you would.
I'm not saying he should have done it, but I understand.
One of them is basically they're telling that Miss Pelosi to walk between, and I'm not even gonna finish the sentence. It's not good. Not good. So,
The thing is, these people are never gonna die. They're gonna live forever. They have so much evil and hatred in them.
well, as Louis Black says,
alive.
well, again, as Louis Black says, Louis in his show, he said, "Good die young, and pricks live forever." He basically, if you want to live long, go across the street and yell at a kid, and that's like taking vitamins.
But what if the kid shoots you?
Well, you're gonna die then, but I doubt. But you know what it is.
Just don't yell at a black teenager.
It's like
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Basically, you are correct.
You live long enough to be the person you hate.
Exactly. So with that status statement right there, guys, you already done hearing it. Thank you guys for joining the chat once again, the side chat. I'm happy to have the other guys here on. Again, hope we'll get some females to be sprinkling as well too. We'll mix it up. That's the whole point of the side chat. But I want to thank y'all for joining us tonight. Again, 1,400, keep on saying that, 1,400 live listeners listening to us live on Tempo FM. Thank you. 3 on Facebook, 43 on Facebook, and 3 on Project Open Mic. Please, if you can, go to Project Open Mic and subscribe, comment, help us out on the channel. If you want to contact, so you go to Project Open Mic on Project Open Mic t3@gmail.com. Also, you go to Project Open Mic on Instagram, Project Open Mic on Twitter. And again, when I get the website up, we get rid of the regular T3 records back up, you guys can go there and check out some videos. But if you want to catch our past stuff, go to Project Open Mic on YouTube. There's a playlist. Again, the playlist of Andre's Corners, the playlist of Project Open Mic, the playlist of the side chat. And there's many more coming along, as you will see. Kenoshi would have his own playlist, talk about things. So we're going to talk about religion. We're going to talk about all kind of stuff. That's the reason of Project Open Mic, is to have an open mic talking about different things. We all here don't agree 100% with everything each other does, because that's not the way we want it to be. We want a little consent different, because what works for me when I work for Kenoshi, when I work for Kenoshi, when I work for Anderson, is life. There are true facts that you could do, like we just talked about, stop spending money on dumb stuff and blah blah blah. But there really is no super absolute really out there. So hey, just enjoy it. This is basically going to Saturday. Enjoy the weekend. If you're in America, you have Labor Day weekend. Enjoy your 3 days off. I'm sure I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna be in that hot sun working my butt off like a slave to work from my house. So
I'll be working that day too for peanuts.
Yeah, so basically being a slave to yourself.
Basically, I am going to be out there in the hot sun staining and painting my back porch. So, yeah.
Gonna drink a cold one while doing it?
I'm gonna drink cold something, because it's humid as hell where I'm at. In the state I'm in, it's humid as hell. So heck yeah. But with that said, I was just, like I said, we thank y'all for joining us. So Kenoshi, basically, you're the newest one. You have anything you want to say to end it?
No. Don't have a witty thing to say. Although there's something a girl told me today.
Okay.
It was really weird. Nobody can take away your birthday.
Except the person who kill you.
I was about to say that.
If you mean like celebration, or
I guess, yeah, we'll be could be that. It could be that, or it could be like, you own that as a day. So yeah, I'm not gonna be all negative.
No, nobody can take away the fact that you exist or have existed. I think that's what she's probably getting at.
Okay, well, that's cool. All right, what about you, Anderson?
Can somebody help me get out of California?
Okay. Crazy. Trip, what about you?
Well, even though I started off even though we started this off with a drink, to be clear, we are not affiliated or or helping to advertise this Smirnoff drink. I'm just saying that it tastes good. But
did you get to the label?
Oh Lord.
No, I haven't yet, Anderson.
Anyway, thank you guys.
Thank you, viewers.
Yes, thank you guys for listening to Side Chat. Again, if you want to pick up past Side Chats, you go to Project Open Mic on YouTube, and we're gonna put more backup library again when we get a chance to the website, library, and of course BitChute. But for right now, if you want to check out past shows from what we were talking about, YouTube is your best shot. So you guys have a good Labor Day weekend, good weekend. Be safe, be cool. If you're drinking, be like Trip just said, be careful. Don't drink and drive. Chill with your family, have fun, and we'll catch you next time, next week. Maybe same bad time, same bad channel. Peace out.
Drink responsibly.
Peace out.
Adios.